Waiting for a few more people to get in here. I'm working on some technical issues. Well, now we got 6 people in here. I'll quit working on technical issues and get down to business. So this is a Paranormal Field research live stream. You can ask me any questions that you want to ask while I'm out here in the field. If you have any interest in paranormal or cryptid field research, feel free to ask any questions that you wish. Otherwise, just follow along as this is more of a scouting trip because I'm in areas that I'm not as familiar with. But I had some interesting activity here yesterday, so I came back and hoping that we can get more activity. Anyone have any questions? Feel free. This is a Paranormal Field research live stream. Well, for those of you in here, if you're actually interested in cryptid or paranormal research, this live stream would be for you. You got noise off to my right. I appreciate any likes, shares. I've been involved in the field for years, since 2013, but getting into live streaming and actually releasing my footage publicly has only started within the last month, actually. This is only my third live stream. So we're in western North Dakota doing field research. It's what is considered the thaw. Activity drops off significantly up here in the winter, but during the spring it starts to pick up and it stays fairly active from the spring through the fall. You can find activity up here in the winter, but activity in the winter is pretty tough to come across unless you are on the res. Currently, I'm seeing a lot of sign that's intriguing. When you come up to barriers in the path like this, you need to consider, did it happen naturally? Which that appears to be natural. Just grew across there. But it's something you need to pay attention to when you're doing this type of field work. If you come up to barriers in the path, you need to be cautious once you go by them if it doesn't look like it was naturally there in the first place. Because both cryptids and humans will try to keep you out of certain areas, and both of them will get pretty upset with you once you cross into certain areas. lot colder out here today. So once again, for anybody new in here, this is paranormal or cryptid field research. More of a scouting trip. We're in western North Dakota. I've been coming into this area for 3 days now. And today is the first day I've actually been a little uncomfortable, which might be good for the content. So I don't know whether any of you guys believe in paranormal or cryptids. I was a total non-believer and skeptic until 2013, so I totally understand if you don't believe. Fortunately or unfortunately, I had an incident in 2013 that changed my life. And I've been searching for answers ever since then. I apologize that I'm going slow, but I feel like I'm being watched in here. Which may not have anything to do with the paranormal. There are unfortunately mountain lions in this area. So anytime my instincts start going off, I'm gonna slow up. I'm as worried about a mountain lion as I am anything else. Actually, my gut is telling me to back out. I've got running off to my right. Over in that direction, I've got running. Footsteps. I don't like operating solo, FYI. I prefer to operate. I don't like operating solo, FYI. I prefer to operate with. I apologize about that one. So, there's not that many people in this live. Definitely not enough people to push the limits for. Not trying to insult anyone, but my gut is telling me to get the hell out of here. And considering I'm solo, I'm backing out. I had footsteps off in the direction I'm pointing the camera. I had a tree knock. I don't know if you just heard that. They will try to herd you if you let them. Actually, I'm getting uncomfortable enough. I'm going wide. Just got an adrenaline dump. I worked in public safety for decades before I got into this, so I tend to do pretty well under stress. I've got something unidentified to my left. Several tree knocks. And the footsteps. And my gut is also telling me to back out. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Alright, I don't know if you guys heard that, but I sure as heck did. So, I'd like to figure out what was making those noises. But like I said, I don't really like operating alone. It's freaking dead quiet in here again. I don't know what is in here. So usually the way I operate is on these scouting trips. I come in to confirm if an area has activity. And then I'll come back at nighttime, usually with a partner, and see how active it can really get. There's definitely stuff that's intriguing here. I don't know what those knocks were, that tree crash was, where the footsteps was from. You know, footsteps could be from deer. My gut instinct is on alert for some reason. That's not usually because of a deer. I appreciate anybody that's watching. My plan is to start streaming on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, eventually on YouTube, all at the same time, and probably Facebook. But as of right now, it's just through TikTok. I got some technical difficulties to figure out for Kick and Twitch. Oh. If anybody sees anything that I don't see, I'd really appreciate it. And you write it in the chat. So, I'm also going to be more overly cautious, not just because I'm by myself, but I'm in an area that I'm not overly familiar with, dealing with clans, packs, rogues that have never met me and I've never met them. I don't know their attitude. I don't know their personalities. I don't know whether they like or dislike humans. You guys can believe or not believe in this stuff, but in all the years I've been doing this since 2013, I've learned that cryptids have a varied personality just like humans. You've got good ones and you've got bad ones. And the bad ones will kill you. And since I'm in an area I don't know, I can't tell you what I might run into. Unlike if we were down south in some of my primary research areas, I know the clans extremely well. I'm not going to tell you that I speak to them or any of that other stuff that some of these other people are going to say on here, but I'll just say I'm not nervous to be around them. It's just really quiet out here in between the footsteps and the odd tree anomaly noises. Typically, in prior field research, when the woods go silent, no birds, no frogs, no insects, etc. It's usually not a good sign. I'm pointing over in that direction to see whether or not you guys can see that blinking light. Well, I don't know if that's coming out on the video or not. I don't. There it is in the video. It's weird because it's moving. Which, you know, it could be a plane, it could be a helicopter off in the distance. Although that blink pattern's weird. I don't know. Well, I'm definitely going to be coming back here with a partner at nighttime, that's for sure. I'm going to have to improve my live stream setup, get a directional mic, and figure out how to stream that audio into the live stream. Also, I need to probably start using some night vision for you guys. So the reason I'm doing this other than to document what I'm doing, is I know there's got to be people out there that are interested in getting involved in this, and there's not a ton of people out there teaching on how to do it. So I figure if I document what I'm doing and show why I'm doing what I'm doing, maybe somebody interested in doing this can learn from me, or at least learn from my mistakes. But example, I had all that activity further back in there, but since I'm solo, I chose to back out. That was weird. I don't know if I'm gonna have to go back over this audio and figure out what you guys were able to hear. Now it just feels off. Keep on hearing footsteps, and now they're both on my right and my left. Oh. Go back a little bit. I'm hearing turkeys flying up to roost. Alright, well, I appreciate everybody that was with me. gonna have to come back here with a partner. I'm getting out of here, guys. I'm coming back at ya. I appreciate everybody that was with me.